New Zealand is the easiest country in the world to start a business. Now that, according to the 2016 World Bank Doing Business survey. Now you've got a great idea and want to start a business. Where do you start? How do you make your dream of a new business a reality? Being in business for yourself is one of the most exciting things you can do. Sure, it can be challenging, it can be tough, but the satisfaction of running and building a successful business is immense. The very first question you should ask yourself is, am I up to the challenge of running a business? Operating a business is not for the faint-hearted. You've got to give it 100%. For a business to succeed, an owner has got to be passionate, focused, resilient. Running your own business can mean long, unpredictable days with little respite till you finally start to make a profit. To be successful, you've got to be organised, disciplined, and not afraid to make decisions. You need to be receptive to new ideas and be able to remain calm under stress and take the responsibility. Remember, when you're the boss, the buck stops with you. Okay. You've decided to start a business with a product or service you can feel passionate about. Now, if you see yourself as an owner-operator, then you'll be looking to start yourself a business similar to that of a job. You'll be very much hands-on, working for an hourly rate and enjoying the benefits of being your own boss and running a business. On the other hand, if you're starting a business, it will more than likely need staff, premises, require processes in place, which means it can operate without you being there all the time. Your time will be spent working on the business rather than in the business. We have a lot of ground to cover, and some points will need more explanation. I'll have new videos covering in depth the points following in a few weeks' time. If you're watching this after that happens, you'll see the playlist up here. Either way, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any additional information. So let's start with your business idea. You will need to find out if your idea will work as a business. An idea that will be a commercial success and a good idea, well, they're not always the same thing. Simple ideas are often the best. Is there a gap in the market that you can fill with a new product or service? Or can you adapt and improve an already existing idea? You need to consider the potential success of any new project before you leave your job, borrow money, and put your family life on the line. Successful businesses solve a problem or fill an unfulfilled need. Will your new business do this? If your answer is no, forget it. Start again, come up with a new idea. However, if your answer is yes, how big is the scale of the need or the problem? If it's a niche issue, you might be struggling to make sales, grow the business, and feed the family. The need or problem you are solving must provide something your potential customers cannot get elsewhere, or solve a major problem for them. The size of the market is crucial in defining whether you have a viable business that you can grow, or a business that will struggle to support you in the long term. A business plan. Sit down and write a business plan. Start at how you would like the business to look when it's well established and finished, if you like, and work backwards from there. Now, this will help you set goals for the business and plan how you will reach those goals. Starting out, your business plan should be as detailed as you can make it. If you know where you're going, it's much easier to get there. Guarantee and USP. Make sure you include in your plan your guarantee and your USP. USP is your unique selling point. The reason your products or services stand out from the rest, that's your USP. Unless you're going to sell something no one else has or provide a service never seen before, you'll be in a crowded market competing against other businesses. And a guarantee and a USP in that situation will encourage customers to use you and not the opposition. Show me the money. Focus on what matters, and that's making money. Most business failures come from not concentrating on the money. You will have a much easier path to success if you are making money from day one. Ensure that you are profitable means all your transactions have to be looked at. You need a tight control on budgeting, purchasing, and your general expenses. Pricing. How much will you charge? What are customers willing to pay for your product and service? And what are your competitors charging? Do a simple test and measure by sampling a group of potential customers. Now, this can be done via Facebook groups, surveys, etc. Are there accepted industry standards or price regulations for your type of service or product? How will your prices appear to customers? Now, if you appear too cheap, you may be thought of as poor quality. But can you charge more because you're adding value? You have better quality product or service, a guarantee, and maybe just superior service. Cash flow forecasting. In the beginning, it's all about the cash flow. You will have to understand your break-even point and what that means in terms of monthly sales and revenue. Have you been realistic in your budgeting with both revenue and costs? If your cash flow shows you're not making any money or won't make any money for a while, do you have the reserves, the cash in the bank to get you through to when your business is making a profit? You'll have to decide if this is an idea worth your effort, your investment in time and money, or should you pursue another, maybe a better idea. Government regulations. Before setting up, especially if you are renting premises, check with your local council. Each local authority has its own rules and regulations about what business activity is allowed and in what areas. For instance, it's unlikely you'll be able to run an automotive repair workshop in a residential neighbourhood. You will need a liquor license if you intend to sell alcohol and meet food preparation standards if you are serving or manufacturing food. Now, some councils allow a business to rerun from home, others do not. Business structure. You will have to choose which legal business structure that best suits you. Now, the most common are sole trader, partnership, or limited liability company. Each structure offers various benefits and considerations. Depending on which you choose, you may have to register with various government bodies. Now, the three most common business structures in New Zealand are sole trader. A sole trader operates a business on their own. They can employ people, but the trader controls, manages, and owns the business and is entitled to all the profits. Usually, a sole trader business can be established without any paperwork. Partnership. Partnerships are most commonly used for professional people, lawyers, accountants, doctors, people like that. Partnerships can be an effective way to share business operational costs where, for example, several people work out of maybe the same office. LLC. A limited liability company, or an LLC, is a formal and legal entity in its own right, and it's separate from shareholders or owners. Shareholders' liability for losses is limited to their share of the ownership of the company. The limited liability company is New Zealand's most successful business structure. Shareholder agreements. Irrespective of which entity you choose, if there is more than one of you, I cannot stress the importance of having a shareholders agreement in place. It should set out how the business will trade, the roles, remunerations, and expectations of the various shareholders, and most importantly, how will that entity be dissolved at the end? Will it be closed down, sold, partnership, shareholder buyout, and how will value be calculated? That agreement should be detailed, and the process should be detailed for each of these things. Please get it prepared by a lawyer experienced in these matters. NZBN. So what's that? Applying for a New Zealand business number, NZBN. Now this is a unique identifying number for your business, registration number if you like. If you're a company, you'll automatically get an NZBN. Sole traders, self-employed people or partnerships can register for an NZBN online. Company registration. If you've decided to structure your business as a company, then register your LLC and the name online with the company's office. GST. You'll need to register for GST with Inland Revenue. You can register for GST at the same time you register your company or at a later date. Talk to your accountant about the various thresholds and dates. Advisors. There is a big difference between professional advisors, and there is plenty of choice available to you. Find people who you can trust, those who have walked the walk, and contact them early in your process. Tell them what you want to do and then listen to their comments. Good professional advisors will give you the feedback needed to keep you on track. At the very minimum, you'll need a lawyer, an accountant, and an insurance broker, and a banker or financier. A good business coach or business mentor would also be a great addition. I've got a strong roster of professionals that my clients have used in the past to help them with their businesses. I'm happy to put you in touch with any professional you might need. Just leave me a comment down below. Bear in mind I'm in Auckland, New Zealand, and that's where these professionals are based too. We've spoken about a lot of things in this video, and some of the information will need to be far more detailed than what I've given you. So as a result, I'll be making more videos covering many of the points I've just talked about in much more detail. Now they'll be in a playlist just here if I've already made them. If I haven't made them, you'll need to subscribe to see them. I'll have more information on leasing, cash flow, bank lending, and many of the other things you'll need to know to start a business. So don't forget to subscribe. Thank you again for watching. If you want to know more about starting a business and want tips on successfully improving your business, start right now, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, would like to leave me a comment, maybe a thumbs up, or if you want to ask a question, please do so. Look, I read and reply to every comment and I would love to hear from you. So until the next video, see you again then.